What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome back to tutorial 85, and today we'll see how to load multiple JSON files in Neo4j Cypher using APOC procedure and Python. So I got a lot of requests that how to load multiple JSON files, because in the last tutorial you have seen how to read and load one single JSON file. But I was planning to create this tutorial after some time, but in between I got so many requests, so it means you guys are following my tutorials and you guys are showing some interest, so I should create this tutorial immediately. Okay, so the objective of this tutorial will be that we'll be going to load multiple JSON files from a drive or maybe from a directory, and we'll display the content. So this is going to be the simple thing, and in the next tutorial onwards we'll see how to create the graph by reading from those files, how to create some sort of like what you see, some sort of relation between those file, how to correlate some attributes between three files, and we'll do some other operation. But in this tutorial we'll be going to read from multiple JSON files, and kind of actually in this tutorial I'll be going to concentrate on three JSON files, so the process will be same for 3 or 10,000 or 10 million or 1 million, whatever. But just for sake of time complexity, means the video length should not like increase, so I just going to use three JSON file from a single directory and we'll read. Okay, so objective is load multiple JSON files in Neo4j Cypher using APOC procedure. Okay, so why I'm doing this thing and why you guys are asking this thing, I know, because our ultimate objective is to do some sort of data analytics driven task, or data analytics, some sort of data interpolation, some sort of data cleanup, or you maybe some of you are already working on some sort of risk mitigation job. So understanding the anomaly just to create some sort of machine learning algorithm, the data is required for doing the data. Like in the actual production system, definitely will not be getting only one data, means one JSON file. There will be millions of JSON files. So how to do that? So this is the actual thing. You guys should should concentrate for this video and watch till the end, and definitely will be benefited from this thing. Trust me guys, this is very simple. Whatever till now we have learned, we'll be using that thing only some tweak from the Python side. So this video will be completely on Python, so those are actually familiar with Python, for them it will be very easy. Okay, and definitely will be using Cypher, but the APOC procedure only. I'm not going to do this thing from the Neo4j browser, because there is no point of doing this thing again from the Neo4j browser, because ultimately this is data science or machine learning related task, and we should do something in the Python Jupyter notebook. Okay, so again, these are the prerequisite. I believe all of you are familiar with this thing. If someone is watching this thing for the first time, please go ahead and start watching the video from tutorial number 75. There I have explained each and everything. Then actually this will be easier for you to understand. But if you do not configure this thing and you are trying to run the code, it will throw some error. So load multiple JSON file using APOC procedure. I'm not gonna do anything here now. So let me just open my Jupyter notebook. So let me just increase the size a bit. Okay, so okay, fine. So first thing first, let me give a name, tutorial 85, and then it will be going to be load multiple JSON files using APOC procedure and Python. Okay, so heading is done. So let me create few cells. Okay, then we'll import our necessary library, which is from Neo4j import graph database. Then we'll be going to create driver equals to graph database dot driver. Okay, then we'll be going to use our URI like this, and auth is going to be like this and this, and I'll be going to write my Neo4j as username and password as this. Don't try to do the same thing in the production, because in the production if you do this thing, your manager will not be very happy. So you should create some environment variable, or you should create some config file, and there you should put your username and password, and try to change username and password periodically. Sorry, it is not, I'm just actually by mistake I run this thing, so I have to use this thing, the URI. So let me just take this thing. So what I'm saying, and try to change this password, or whether if you are working on a cyber security related program, so definitely your company will be going to provide you some sort of privilege access management system. Okay, so then session is going to be driver dot session like this. Okay, all is done. So now our ultimate objective is to read from this folder. So see if in this folder, where is my folder, Ronnie GitHub. So I have this many JSON files. So what is my JSON files? sample123. Okay, so I need to read whatever JSON file is available in the directory. I'll be going to read that. Okay, so for that I need to import two more modules from Python. So one is import OS and one is glob. Okay, let me just execute this thing. So let's create the current working directory. So it should be os.get cwd current working directory, and after that we'll be going to get all the files. So if someone is new to Python will not be able to understand, so that is why I just created the Python tutorial at the beginning last year, and after that I'm doing this thing. So Python will be required everywhere. Okay, so after that what will happen, so it will be glob. Okay, and it should be cwd, means my current working directory. As you see, I am in the current working directory. I have these three things. So in the current working directory I'll be going to search for any JSON file. Okay, so this is going to be very easy. So it will be like this, and after that this, and star means any name could be there, but it should be end with JSON. Okay, so let's run this thing. So it is done. So if I print this thing, it will display my three file path. Okay, so I got all this file name. Okay, so now next thing will be that I have to create the query. Okay, so it should be like this. Okay, so call epoch load JSON. So it should be like this, and after that the file path will be from here. So one slash will be from here, and it should be string, so that it should be appended, and I will be going to use path. Okay, right. So now I'll be going to create x is a variable, so it should be like this. So it should be path is going to be my file. Okay, one variable in file. Okay, and after that these are the things, right? And what we'll do, I'll be just going to run this thing. So results equals to session dot run, and I'll be going to run this q1, and I'll be pass this x. Okay, but this whole thing will be run inside this loop actually. So what we'll do now, I'll just copy this thing. Sorry, I did a mistake. So I just copy this thing. Okay, and I will write for file in files like this, and after that just here. Okay, so I actually put this thing inside this thing, but this is not part of the query. Okay, so let's run this thing here, and it should be here. Okay, so our query part is done. So if I run this thing, let's okay, I forgot to put yield value, and once this is done, let me print the results. Okay, let's see. So it should create a Neo4j bold driver result set, something like that, if there is no error. So I got this result set. So what will happen now, if I just put this thing, see, I'll get all the data. Let me run this thing now. Okay, I forgot to put this braces because this is a method. Okay, results.data, this is like this.